Shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Harakah, Kwadash, my mouth. Double honors to the elders, apostles, GMS, and our elder, other lines that kept our heart one. And shalom to you, brothers and sisters. Akwafim, that's pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, this lesson is going to be on the milk. I just gave a friend of mine my YouTube channel, so I'm going to touch on the milk all this week and go more in depth into it for the other brothers that also got questions. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 1. I'm going to go to just start at verse 1. The prologue of Sirach. The prologue of the wisdom of Yahweh Shai, the son of Sirach, whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets, and by others that they have followed on their steps. All right, let me go ahead and get this real quick. All right, let me see if I can hear this. I'm gonna jump down, and it says, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it says, wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. All right, so and that's a very, very important scripture because of not only one but two things. Because it is important to know the Lord's name, because it's no other name under heaven that we must call upon to be saved. And we can't call on his name in a bastard's tongue. In a bastard's tongue, I mean in an English language or any other language that's not Hebrew. It's Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash, which is the Hebrew that the Lord spoke. Yahweh Shai, who people ignorantly call Jesus. And it says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew, so the same thing, the same language that the Lord spoke, and translated into another tongue, right? Translated into from language to language, from book to book, so-called, and it says, have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own tongue. So the same things uttered in Hebrew, it's more force, it's more power in it. Because that's the heavenly language, the same language that the Lord spoke and that Yahweh speaks. Right, given from Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, which is Yahweh is the Father, who people call God. And Yahweh just means he exists. And Yahweh Shai, meaning he delivers, who people call Jesus, ignorantly. So, we're going to get this. Right, because not only is the name important, but it's a lot more force that backs up behind it, behind the name. It's more than just a name. A lot of people can argue that that it doesn't matter. You're still talking to the same, God, but it does matter, because the rest of it is just titles. Titles is saying it wrong, even if you think of it like from a person's perspective. If your name is John, and somebody keep calling you Johan, you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? In Proverbs 30:4, who have ascended up into heaven, or descended, who have gathered the wind in his fist, who have bound the waters in a garment, who have established the ends of the earth. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? God, man. So what's his name? You must know his name. And that's why it's important. It's important to know the name, because if you don't have the name, who do you know who you're serving? You know, a lot of people try to argue and debate that. But the bottom line is, you wouldn't want somebody mispronouncing or saying the wrong name, thinking that they're talking to you. You're going to feel disrespected. And the Lord's eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Wherewith Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Come on, man. So Yahushua, meaning he delivered. And Yahushua was a dark-skinned man out of the tribe of Judah. You know, the firstborn of Yahweh, man. The people call God. And that's important to know. It's important to know that, because that boosts your faith. And that means that you stepped into something that's great. Life-changing, man. Because now you know the truth. Right? Now you know the truth. He said, out of the tribe of Judah, right? Hebrews, where you at? Sprang out of Judah. Hebrews 7:14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. So Yahushua was sprung out of Judah. He was born out of Judah, the top tribe of the nation of Israel. All right, and that's important to know, because they'll tell you he let it, Middle Eastern or whatnot. That's not true. People always say, he'll probably be lighter skinned. Bullshit. All of these people just talking about speculations, but it tell you what he looked like in the scriptures. This is the book of Revelations 1, verse 12. Actually, verse 13. In verse 12, and I turned to see the voice that spake with me. And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. Right. So the Son of Man, clothed with a garment, like the garments we used to teach. We used to prophesy. We prophesy in sackcloth. But the Lord got on a garment and down to the foot, a heavenly garment, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle, right, for war. And it says his head and his hairs were white like wool. God, man, because he was glorified. That's why he was white and woolly. Right? And it says, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, man. God. And it says what? And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. And his voice as the sound of many waters. God. So a dark-skinned man, with a loud voice, man, that can quiet the waters, who could place the winds in his fist. That could, man, listen, man, he's amazing. On the right hand of the Father Yahweh, man, Yahushua. And he died for the children of Israel. He died for their sins, man. Look, man, look. This is the book of Matthew 1:21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. And he did, man. He went up there on the cross, man. He died for the children of Israel, so that we can come back to the Father, Yahweh. Yahushua died so we can come back to Yahweh, man. And now we're joined back together, and now we have this hope. This hope. And we subscribe to the name of Israel. And that's what we hope in, man. That's our faith. All right. But that's it for this lesson. I'm going to make